So one question a lot of people have for me is, why do women seem to be most vulnerable to gaslighting? Women are often socialized to prioritize harmony over confrontation. Traditionally, women were the homemakers and wanted to keep a relatively calm home for babies and for small children and later for volatile teenagers. And so women are socialized over generations to prioritize that harmony over conflict, making them more susceptible to gaslighting. Another thing is the cultural conditioning or socialization, what I talk about all the time, how we are deeply immersed from the moment we're born into a socialized belief system, gendered biases, gendered expectations. Women are taught to be nice. Women are taught to accommodate. Women are taught to be self-sacrificing, making it harder to call out manipulation. When you are not, quote, nice, and by the way, caveat, nice is a dirty word. It goes in there with burnout and all the other stuff, self-care and all of these nonsense words. Nice is passive aggressive. Nice is about yourself. You want people to think you're nice, not unnice or whatever. Kindness is what matters. Kindness is setting boundaries. Kindness is real talk. Kindness is not letting somebody step over you. Kindness is not letting somebody gaslight you. And yet, we as women have been culturally conditioned to be taught to be nice because we don't want to rock the boat, because we don't want to be seen as a troublemaker, because we don't want to be a loudmouth, because we don't want to be called a bitch. So we are nice, we accommodate, we are self-sacrificing. It makes it impossible to address manipulation. And next is the power dynamics. Often many of us work in male-dominated fields and workspaces that have this gender bias gap. Administration is male-dominated, but it doesn't trickle down like, working in hospitals and in schools as teachers. There's a lot of women there in the work field on your floor, but not these sort of higher up administrators that typically are still a lot of men in charge. So most of us are in male-dominated workspaces, or at least immersed in the male-dominated socialization of a workspace and how it's supposed to function. So there are power dynamics at play, whether you see them or they are systemic within the workspace that you function in. And many women may face these subtle biases that gaslighting amplifies, and it erodes your confidence over time. It's a slow burn. Most of the things I talk about are slow burns. They're insidious. They're hard to put your finger on. They're hard to exactly identify what was said. All you know is you feel yuck. For example, imagine presenting an idea in a meeting only for it to be dismissed when hearing it praised when a male colleague says the same thing. And you're sitting there going, is somebody going to acknowledge the fact that I just said the thing that dude just said and got praised for? That's a subtle form of gaslighting that reinforces doubt in your value. You don't have to doubt your value. You're dealing with systemic issues and socialization and systems that are entirely immersed in value systems that are based in nothing and entirely made up.